Hey folks, so today's video is a quick video about the Carrack auto fishing, whether I think it's worth it or not. So it is kind of worth it, but there's a few caveats, right? So it is quite an expensive barrier to entry. It's 2,000 crow coins. Now a lot of Carrack users will tell me that that's not a lot, but it depends. If you're still trying to get your Carrack blue gear, 2,000 is obviously going to slow you down. If you want to just like make Manos accessories from them, from trading them in a Ravina, again, 2,000 is expensive for this, but it is a repairable item. So you only have to do that 2,000 investment once. So that's one good thing about it. Another downside is it requires an extra sailor. So you have to put a sailor in the slot to be able to catch the fish. Um, that obviously uses 10 crew status, but they did increase the crew status by 10, so at least they'd made space for it. I say it's 10 crew status. I believe it depends on the crew. The next thing is it is a case of that means it adds the weight of that to your ship's weight capacity. There's going to be an extra 200 in there from the extra sailor, or depending on the weight of the sailor, obviously. Um, and then it auto fishes as long as you're moving. Um, the downside is your mastery doesn't change what fish you get. Um, it does keep the progress on this bar when you get off your ship and back on. As you can see, there's like that little bit at the bottom stays there. If you change character and come back, it does reset it, or at least it did for me. So that is one thing to be wary of. If you see a world boss come up and you're like, "Oh, I'll hit the world boss and then come back," you will have lost the chance to get a fish. Now, with that said, obviously there's one thing that I think is very important. So there is the option to, as of this update, to discard fish grade, like so you only get the higher grade fish. But even if you catch a white fish, your durability on this is going to go down by like one. This is like one per fish from what I've seen so far. Um, that means obviously you're going to have to put your um, fish tank on your character so that you can get more fish. This has been whilst I've been bartering this afternoon, so probably about an hour and a half. I usually try and sell every time I come to the. Probably a bit longer than an hour and a half, but I sell every time I come to the island. So what I typically do is I had stuff to get rid of at the thing, but that's fine. Is just come to this trade manager and then trade. As you can see, the values are actually quite nice here for these fish. So it's a nice little bit of extra profits. I mean, but it's not much. It's not going to make you rich. Like 2.8 billion, that would be nice. 2.8 million. I know I'm keeping all the green and blue fish, but the way I see it is I'm losing the durability anyway. So as long as I've got a fish tank on me, I might as well use it to get the extra little bit of extra money all the time. So I don't think it's necessarily worth it because of the drawbacks from it. But I can see how people will like it. I mean, it's nice to be able to get the extra fish. If you do get a rare fish, obviously that's going to boost your profits a lot, but it's so unlikely because, as I said, you can't like change the likelihood. So you're mainly catching green, blue. I caught one yellow since I've started using it, so not very high chance of getting good fish, but a little bit extra profit. But does cost you that 2,000 crow coins, but it is long term investment because the item is repairable. Um, so that's everything. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, just a warning for the people that I've got here, I'm going to be starting a new series, which I think is going to really help engagement with my channel. So for those of you that made it, I'll give you the spoiler of what it's going to be. And that is that it's going to be lol. No, I was tempted to just cut it there. But no, I'm going to be doing a series for like ultimate beginner's guide is my idea. We'll see how it goes. So thank you for watching. Ciao for now.